Hi, in this video, I basically want to talk to you regarding DAX formulas and why you should be learning DAX and why, what's the difference between the normal Excel formulas and working in DAX and why it is worth your investment. Just to keep it simple, DAX is a formula language which is basically written to a pivot table, and you have DAX available in Excel as well as Power BI. So this short video is basically about I'll be raising certain questions, and we have like a free demo coming up. I will send you the date on the chat box. So I'll be talking about these case studies in the video, in the live session, but I just want to show you what exactly I want to speak about so that you basically have an idea about what the demo class is all, going to be all about. Okay, so let me get started with the case study, what I'm going to talk about. So I'll quickly share my screen. Okay, so right now you can see that I have a products table. So if I just go to see on the gist of it, I have 606 unique products. Okay, this is a simple case study. So there are product codes up over here. Every product has a name, has a cost, has a color, and if a particular product has been sold, a subsequent entry has basically been made in the sales table. So I have like a sales table over here. So if you see in the sales table, we have approximately 60,000 records. If you see the count at the bottom, 60,000 records. Okay. So now what we want to do is, there are certain business related questions which we want to ask to this data. But just to keep it very simple, there's a products table where all the information about the products will be in the products table, and all the information about the sales will be in the sales table. Now, if I ask you a question that, for example, is it necessary that all the products which are in the products table, you will have a subsequent entry in the sales table? What do you think? The answer is basically no. Because why? Because there is a possibility that a specific product has not been sold. So only if a product has been sold, the entry will be there in the sales table. So just to give you an idea, if I do a simple sort, okay, over here, so this is my sales table where the first product key, which is the common column between both of them, is 212. You look, see there are multiple entries over here. In my products table, the first product key, which basically you can see starts with the number 1, which means in simple English, from the number 1 to 211, nothing has been sold. The first product which has been sold is starting from 212 ID. So product key is the common column between both of them. Okay. So now using these two tables, using the products table and using the sales table, what I want to do is I want to ask certain questions to this data. Okay. So question number 1, I want to understand what's the year to date. So the year to date for every year, basically I want the year to date. So that means starting from either if you're US, starting a cumulative total from Jan to December, or if you are Indian standard, that means from April to March. Okay, year to date. That's what I want to do, and it should be dynamic. What do you mean by dynamic? That means if I click a slicer button, you give me one product. I click the next button, you get the next product. Now it's not that you are not doing this in Excel, but the problem is, can you really make it dynamic? Dynamic means you click a button. If I say product, I get that product information. If I click on color, I get that color information. If I have a category, let's say if I have a different table, like a category or a subcategory, so just by click of a button, I should get that data. So automatically the entire pivot table should change to basically show me that information. Okay. And then the next question I will be talking about is, what is the difference between the current year and the last 2 years? So what I want to do is I want to compare the current year with the last 2 years. So for example, if you're in 2020, I want to compare with 2018. So, and I want to see the comparison. I want to minus and see what the difference is. Okay. So that's what I want to see. And it should be dynamic again. So if I click on product, the numbers change. If I click on a particular category, the numbers change. Everything what you're talking about is dynamic. I'll again repeat, everything you're talking about is dynamic. Okay. And the last question I'm speaking about is how can I have a running total for any particular product? So you're getting an entire trend, you're getting a running total. Okay. That means from the start to the end, the running total, a cumulative total. And again, I told you, it's basically dynamic. So nowhere are we talking about VBA macros. So first let us understand DAX is nothing about VBA macros. VBA macros is completely different. DAX is completely different. Just to conclude this, that you have DAX available in Power BI and you have DAX in Excel, which means that if you learn DAX, okay, you can implement in both the platforms. That's very important to understand. And just to make it simple, what exactly DAX is the formula language you write to a pivot table, which means, yes, a pivot table has a dedicated formula language associated to it. So guys, if you just want to understand how these things will be done, not from the learning perspective, because it's not possible. A DAX program is a 25-hour program, whereas I am having a 1-hour introduction program just to show you exactly what DAX is all about, just to give you a quick introduction. And then, you can see if you would like to study this with us. So anyways, I have shared the details of the next demo class with you. I look forward to seeing you online, and we'll take it from there then. Thank you.